This is the fourth game in the franchise, simply titled Skate with a period. Unlike its previous installments, Skate takes place completely online. Previous games had online features, sure, but this one has multiple servers which will automatically put you into when you boot up the game. I grew up putting a considerable amount of hours into both Skate 2 and Skate 3, so believe me when I say I was hyped for Skate. I mean, this is the first Skate game in 15 years. Hype aside, I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. There's for sure a ton of glaring issues with the game, but let's talk about what they do right first. Everything is skatable. Obviously, this is to be expected in a skateboarding game, but it's still a plus. It's a whole open world with ramps and rails and just about anything that you could do a trick off of, which is pretty cool. It's like a very pro skate world. The quick drop feature. Basically, it's the ability to add objects to the world. This feature allows you to put down different ramps, rails, and miscellaneous props in order to enhance your tricks. You could also enable other players' objects as well to just get that perfect line. Board customization. You can change the trucks, wheels, grip tape, grip pattern, the board's pattern. You could add stickers. It's pretty cool and just a bunch of cosmetic freedom for you. The soundtrack. Although it's pretty small, it's filled with songs that match the perfect vibe to just skate around. There isn't really much more to say about it. It's cool, it's fun, it is what it is. Parkour. This is another one that doesn't have much to say about it. The ability to scale any building if you're determined enough is just a cool feature to have. It opens up the world in a vertical way. Overall silliness. Although this is a somewhat serious skating game, it lets you pull off some fun, unrealistic things. It's a skateboarding game, yet the fastest mode of transportation in it is rolling around. The concept of moving around like a Mario 64 speedrun just brings a smile to my face every time. Tricks. This one's a pro, but it's also a con. The game doesn't focus so much on your landing the trick as much as it focuses on you doing cool tricks in the first place. In other skateboarding games, Pro Skater, you need to keep balance while grinding or doing a manual, but not here. Just do your trick, form your lines. The Community Park. This is a pretty cool feature that adds custom parks that people have made, I don't know where. But they're in the game and they change every few hours. It's a free-to-play game. Anyone can access it. Overall, when it works, it works. However, when it doesn't work, well, you'll just want to move on to something else. The game's currently in early access, and I get that comes with a lot of problems, but let's keep it a buck. One of the features in the game is the replay editor. By default, it saves your last 30 seconds of gameplay. You could then scrub through it, change your start and end times, change your camera angles, and export it to your game's files. Really good stuff overall. It can be used to help you make really cool videos like this one, right? Wrong. Most of the time when you try to use it, it lags or doesn't even play back your footage correctly. Why don't you just export it, you may be asking? And it's because you can't, technically. When you export, the game makes a new recording where you live shoot the footage. That means if the game gets choppy during the playback or it doesn't update that playback at all, your recording is just ruined, and there's no confirmation at the end of it, just straight to export. There's just a lack of story. There's missions and characters in the game, but there's no story. Most of the missions are just to familiarize you with the features in the game or with the map itself. Cosmetics. Yes, this is a free-to-play game. Yes, this is where they'll make most of their money. But still, at least add things that more people would want to buy. So far, the only thing that's really worth getting is this Grim Reaper bundle. It comes with a board and a costume, complete with an emote. Other than that, it's just a Vans collab. Not to mention, everything you do in the game is to earn in-game currency or also XP to unlock more cosmetics. Leveling up in each section unlocks more loot boxes for you to open with the in-game money. And this in-game money is different from the premium currency. Once you unlock everything from the loot boxes, you no longer have any use for the in-game money, which means you have no reason to do dailies or weekly or any of the challenges scattered around the world. Speaking of dailies, I feel like this is important to note that at the time of me making this video, day 3 of the game's release, they have already recycled the dailies from day 1. This is touching back on my tricks point from earlier, but the game is just too easy. Unless you're trying to do some crazy line that you find yourself, you just kind of skate around. The challenges come in 3 difficulties: amateur, semi-pro, and pro, but all of them are just simple to complete. Other than one challenge that involved doing a caveman into a manual into landing on a lily pad, the only thing that's held me back were bugs in the game. This easily brings me to my next point. It's buggy. I know it's an early access game, and it's in week 1, it's due to have some bugs, but there are just so many. Not being able to complete a mission because the next part won't load in, not being able to complete a stunt challenge because your slam distance doesn't update accurately. These are just a few examples of a lot of the bugs that I keep coming across as I play. It's just a little too much for a game that just dropped. My hope is that the game will be improved upon as time goes on. I honestly believe it will, and I recommend everyone give Skate a try. Despite its flaws, I find myself coming back to it over and over again. It's fun to just ride around the map and listen to the soundtrack, and if I'm up for a challenge, I'll just set a session marker and grind a line I've found on repeat until I have it perfected. Anyway, my final score of this game is a C+. Now peep this montage. I landed it! Oh, I landed it!